How's it going, everyone? It's Triple A Movie Nerd. Long time no see. Sorry about the lack of lives. Today we're watching 6 Feet Under with the Undertaker, and Rey Mysterio is his host. So let's get on, and hope you guys enjoyed the listening with me.
Oh, wow. Wow.
It derailed a whole nother
Wow.
championship run that I was scheduled.
I know.
Wow. Wow. No.
I totally messed it
Goodness
up.
gracious.
6 Feet Under with the Undertaker. Should I just keep it going?
All right, this is 6 Feet Under, a Fanatics and WWE original production. And I'm excited. Our guest today, my goodness, a three-time world champion, two-time intercontinental champion, three-time United States champion, five-time tag team champion, a three-time WCW World Tag Team champion, eight-time cruiserweight. I'm going to need to take a breath here. One-time WCW Cruiserweight Tag Team champion.
Sorry about the ads. We're done. Let's try this again. Got the dumb ad interruption.
You think that's because you'd come off surgery?
Right.
He goes, oh, no, no.
Until somebody, until you start reading them out. And
Sorry
two-time
about that.
intercontinental
Stupid
champion,
ads.
three-time United States champion, five-time tag team champion, a three-time WCW World Tag Team champion, eight-time cruiserweight. I'm going to need to take a breath here. One-time WCW Cruiserweight Tag Team champion. He is a Grand Slam champion, a Royal Rumble winner, Hall of Famer, and the new general manager of AAA, the great Rey Mysterio.
Woo.
Man.
Yes.
Huh?
Wow.
How's that for an intro, bro?
Oh, I would.
Oh, yeah. Do something quick. I'll be right back. Get in there. You know where it is. Yeah. Sorry about that. And we're back.
Love to hear it again.
All right, here we go.
Let's go.
One more time.
Roll it back.
Wow, I can't believe that's a lot of
That's a lot of
I
accomplishment.
like
a
your
lot
shirt.
of accomplishments. Wow.
Says everything.
And
They really don't hit you, and I'm sure you're very aware of this because you're always on the go.
always on the go.
You just never. Well, how many times? 3 times? 8 times? Okay. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't really ever think about your stats until somebody. Yeah, until you start reading them out, and you're like, dude, I did all that.
Wow. I appreciate that intro. That
Well,
was
no,
nice.
bro, man,
That was good.
I've been a huge fan of yours, man.
Thank you.
Man, I honestly.
Wait, you've been?
Well, I still,
not
I still
anymore.
am.
Still
I'm,
huge
no, I'm
fans of
still.
yours.
I mean, shoot, I remember watching you when I was a kid.
Oh, Lordy, here we go.
What?
I mean, I hit our truth with that. I hit him on the last pod. I hit him with that. He did the same thing. Like, wait a minute.
What's going on
Hang on.
here? Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
But
What was crazy is that you went into the Hall of Fame before I did, and you're still active. How did that happen?
So I would love to ask that person the same question because when I was brought up the opportunity to enter the Hall of Fame, I was like, wait a minute. It was Hunter, I believe, that told me. I said, Hunter, bro, I'm like, I'm not ready to retire. Like, I want to keep going.
Right.
He goes, oh, no. We're not asking you to retire. We just think it's probably the best time for you to put you in the Hall of Fame. This was right when I faced Dom in LA
Right.
at WrestleMania. So it just, for them, it felt like a perfect timing. So I said, let's do it. If you feel it's the right timing, let's go. And little did I know that I would be the only active Hall of Famer in the roster that's still going.
Well, and not only that, you've got to be the only Hall of Famer, or the only person to be inducted, and then within 24 hours in a match and winning a match
Against the sun.
Against my son.
against your son. I mean,
you can't plan these things out.
No,
They just happen. It's just the evolution of the sport is so amazing, and I truly feel so blessed for all these opportunities that have landed on my lap that I've taken advantage of. I hope that I have. I hope that when I say taken advantage of, meaning that the fans have received them very well as I have, and this is the big payoff. When you get to talk about moments like this, because
right.
we're always on the go, so we forget a lot of things. We just don't have time to digest them.
Right.
But moments like these make you reminisce and bring you back to those good thoughts and
Yeah, man.
historical moments.
Yeah, we're always in that. We're always in the grind, right? We're always looking. You can't really, unless we're in a situation like this, you can't sit back and think like, wow, man, I did this, I did this, I did.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I going to do next?
Right.
And which you broke in what, 80,
89.
89.
Yes.
Right. So I broke in 87.
Oh wow.
So I mean, that's not a lot of difference between.
No, not really.
Yeah, and I think you're 2 years older than me. What?
I'm
I'm messing with you, man.
I didn't want to answer that.
I was just seeing you
I
paying
was
attention.
gauging. I was gauging.
He was doing some quick math. You're like, no, man, you're much older than I am.
I was 14 years old in '89.
Whoa, that's wild.
Isn't that crazy? I had no physique. It looked nothing like a wrestler. Why they gave me the opportunity? I guess. And back then, like, wrestlers looked grizzled, like
Right,
big,
yeah.
like that. Yeah, so I looked like a kid with the mask on. That was
You
it.
were a kid.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
14?
Yeah.
Was it true that you dropped out of high school, but your parents gave you the blessing for that, or is that not true?
No, that is true. So when I started at 14, I began to wrestle locally in Tijuana. Still was going to school every morning. I would wake up, cross the border, Montgomery High School in San Diego, and finish high school, go to my part-time job, Godfather's Pizza, work from like 4 to 6, 2 hours, sometimes 2.5, and then was done there, take the trolley back to the border, cross the border, take the cab or the bus to the house. I would have roughly about half an hour, 45 minutes to do homework. And then 8 o'clock, wrestling school started. Then I would have to go to wrestling class, which I did everything throughout my day to wait for those last 2 hours of my day because I really loved being there. But I wrestled for 14, 15, 16, 17 till about 17. And at age 17 is when AAA was gonna start. And I remember Conan gave me a call and he goes, bro, here's your opportunity. You want to come wrestle in Mexico? Now's your chance. I said, well, what's going on? He goes, we're getting ready to start this promotion, AAA, and this is where you want to be. I'm like, I can't leave. I said, I'm in the 11th grade. I said, my parents aren't going to let me just take off. He goes, don't worry, I'll talk to them. What about my girlfriend? Well, if she loves you, she'll wait.
Bro, he had the sales pitch, huh?
Which she did. She waited for me. She even helped me. And everything just kind of fell in place. He convinced my parents to go to Mexico, that I can go to Mexico during summer vacation. When that happened, never came back. Everything just started to
That's wild.
expand and get bigger and bigger. My first exposure also crazy enough to be able to say that I was at the first ever AAA show on live television and to see the full circle now. It's like
Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO Max. The best in entertainment in one bundle.
Here we go. Hello. You are stuck with an awful boss, just like I was.
You are the queen of dragons. You have power within your grasp.
Oh, the freaking ass.
Wheelie Vodka, America 250. Much wow. Hold on. Is this what America is to you? Me? No.
The real spirit of this country isn't fanfare.
Oh,
It's people. The ones who
go away.
Now that's crazy.
It is really. It just kind of dawned on me as you were talking. Like, you start there when you're 17, and now here you are, the
Right.
the general manager.
That's
Isn't
insane.
it crazy?
It's-
And
yeah.
and I don't know that there will be many people that would argue this. Probably the greatest mask wrestler
Yeah.
of all time.
Obviously, I give credit and respect to those that came before me. My uncle being one of the most important ones, because without him, I would not have this name, carry it, honor it. And before that, the legends like El Santo, Mil Máscaras, Blue Demon, like these guys paved the way for us to eventually get to where we're at now to see lucha libre, the evolution, and how the sport is just so not only now beloved in Mexico but worldwide now.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it is nuts. It's crazy. People ask me, who my favorite wrestler was growing up as a kid. It was Emil Mascaras. He used to go to Paul Bosch's Houston Wrestling, man. And that's when I was a kid, man. I just thought, man, with all the mask and the different mask, and it was always like, which mask is he going to wear?
Yeah.
And I had a crazy moment.
Stereo's been around since the 80s. That's
So I remember, obviously, just being a huge fan of his as a kid, and then when I was in WCW, right, he came in. He was still working, right, and I came in and I was like, holy crap!
This was like mid '90s, early
Yeah,
90s.
yeah, early 89.
Yeah,
actually,
okay,
1989.
okay.
Yeah. It was like 2 times that happened. That was with Mascaras and with Andre.
Oh wow!
Like I remember as a kid, like going. They used to do at the Sam Houston Coliseum in Houston.
Yeah.
They would do the live interview segment. So like that's when you could get out of your seats and then run around the podium.
Right.
Paul Bosch would do the interviews.
Yeah.
And I remember vividly Andre coming down. Like Andre toured. He went to all the territories, right? He was in for 2 weeks, and I remember him coming down and like sticking my hand out, and his hand was like it was. Yeah, I think I was. I don't know, maybe 11 years old. 12.
Were you big boy back then?
I was big, but not. I mean, I was
yes.
Still. I was an 11, 12-year-old kid.
Right.
And I remember. I just vividly remember how big his hand was.
Yeah.
And like it was,
So
there's
that-
some of those like
those are coming in. I'm
moments where I was just, like,
watching
staring
6
at my
Feet
hand,
Under,
like,
What a
the
giant.
Undertaker, his
but
special
it was
guest,
crazy
Rey
to
Mysterio.
have those moments.
Yeah.
Rey-
With people.
Rey Mysterio's been around since the 80s, late 80s, and Taker's been around since about the same time. But he wasn't Undertaker until way later in the 90s. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this goes.
Watching him as a kid and then getting into the business, and
There is a link down in the description if you want to watch
It's
it
gotta be
yourself.
crazy.
Yeah, it
And
was
listen
nuts,
with
man.
me.
When you were talking about Mil Mascaras, I remember being a kid like when my uncle would take me in the locker room, which was random, and he happened to be there. I would
I like
sit
his
back
shirt there. It
waiting
says
to see if
wrestling
that
is
mask
real.
would come off.
Have you not heard this story? When I talked about working with him
No.
in WCW, this is no lies in San Antonio. I worked with him. I didn't work with him. I wasn't
So
on the same
Undertaker
card
from
with him,
WWE
right?
has a
So
podcast
he
called 6
worked
Feet
before I did.
Under, where him
then
and
I worked.
anybody
I came back
comes
and I
on there and
drive
they
somewhere
talk.
else. So
It's really cool.
I go into the shower. Bro, he's showering with his hood on.
If you hear my birds in
He's
the
got his
background,
gimmick on.
they're
So I'm over
being
here and I
fed.
just kind of keep looking over my shoulder because he was in the corner. And then, like, real quick, like he took his mask off. He put it on the like the cold water. It was like I had a double spigot kind of thing, a double handle there. He takes his mask off. Boom. He washes his face, everything real quick, rinses it off, and puts his mask back on.
With his back towards you, right?
Yes, the whole time. Yeah, like it was at a hard, straight angle. And I was like, dude, to me it was cool. Like he was protecting his gimmick. Even to I was like, wow. Okay.
And you were already a grown man.
Yeah, I'm a grown man.
Trying to figure out who he is.
Yeah.
Like that whole mystique of wanting to know who's behind the mask it's very
legit.
as a kid it's very intriguing.
Yeah,
Like
I'm sure now for you, you're kind of all these young kids that are coming up through AAA.
Yeah.
And got to know your journey.
Turn
It's funny because I don't think a lot of times like when I'm somewhere, I don't think of you're the Undertaker. I'm just there, right?
I'm the same way.
Right? I don't ever think about it.
I don't. I don't put on my character hat like every time I'm just, I am who I am. That's it.
But other people don't think that way,
No,
right?
no.
Yeah, it kind of blew me away when I started going down there, and like every time we would be leaving TV, everybody wanted to take pictures. I'm like, and then I have to okay, there's a reason, right? But
Right.
I don't think that way. I don't I'm not in that frame of mind, but man, it is really nuts. So when you left Mexico, what was the first territory you went to?
So from the age of 14 to 17,
Yeesh.
I would just do local shows, bars in LA, underage. So they would tell me, don't take off the mask. Make sure you go in there. Just chill there. Don't, if they tell you or ask you for an ID, just tell them, I don't speak English. I speak Spanish. No inglés, perdón. So Conan did a lot of those bookings for me. And I got to wrestle around my uncle and Conan and Damien 666. But then when I went to Mexico for the first time, it's like, okay, we're gone. Saved money. Here we go. We're on our journey. We want to become wrestlers. We want to be on TV every week. Because that's what I was watching at that time, CMLL, Arena Mexico. That was the big show. And then until AAA kicked off, that's when things, now we had a competition. Now we had the WCW and the WWE during that time. So just raised money. They were going through paperworks. In the meantime that the company got started, they got stuck in between. We ran out of money because we went as a group. It was Psychosis, Damien, another local wrestler from Tijuana, myself, Halloween. It's like 7 of us, and out of those 7, only a few hung on till the very end, or I should say, to the very beginning of AAA. But during that time is when we were living in a hotel. When the money was gone, they gave us a place to stay at one of the wrestlers' gym. So he gave us accommodations there. We would sleep under the ring. Barely made it because we had literally no money. And I remember going out on Sundays and calling Angie at the time from a payphone, like, I want to go back home. Like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I was crying. 17-year-old kid, doesn't know left from right, and just has this image of a dream of becoming a wrestler. That's it. She's like, no, chill, relax. So she said, I'm gonna figure it out. She put her career on the side, and got a part-time job, and she was sending me a little bit of money till we got things going. Once it kicked off, it's like all the territories in Mexico I ran. Right after the first show in Veracruz, it was like every week, 4 or 5 shows a week, 4 or 5 shows a week, and it was just so much fun because this is something that you're really passionate about and you want to learn and you want to get the fans to know you and who you are and what you do and just create this image of a wrestler, what I grew up watching, which was my uncle, you know, and it started unfolding, little by little, doing 12, 15-hour bus rides to wrestle one night. As soon as you finish, hurry up back to the bus station because the last bus is about to leave. You got 30 minutes. Let's go to the next town.
Yeah, at 17, I mean that's a really young age to be able to try and process all of that stuff. I mean, you were just living with your parents, and things are taken care of, and now you're at 17 trying to figure out. Like, obviously, we don't know everyone's story, but do you think? I always think that that those kind of situations and coming up like that always helped me. Like, the grind of survival,
Yes,
on top of trying to learn the craft and to be successful and not really it's so much information and stuff to take in. I don't know everybody's story, but I think that element, and I think it separates a lot of people a lot of times in how how well they do in our business
Hmm.
because they've really had to suffer and had to evaluate. Just like you said, like I
Yeah.
told Angie, I was crying. I wanted to come home.
Yeah.
It's like, that those are moments that make or break you.
Yeah.
Like you have to either like this is so ingrained
Right.
in you. It was like, I know for myself, I'm living in my car, I'm bouncing and doing just about anything that I can do
Yeah.
because I left college at a full at a full
Seeing how loud it is.
at a full seeing how loud it is. Seeing how loud it is.
Sorry, I had to test something.
Full ride, basketball scholarship, everything was taken care of. I got it pretty easy. I got to make
To a certain degree, that's probably a little bit more difficult because you already have a plan, and
yeah
right,
yeah
and,
no yeah
and you let it go in order to follow your dream,
yeah
which
and
is cool.
yeah and two, when you do things, especially yeah, you're gonna wait. I'll never forget my dad, who later became my biggest fan and supporter. But initially, it was like, wait a minute, son, wait, you you have a free education here.
Right.
You can go and get this degree, and all you have to do is put a little ball through a hoop and keep your grades up, and you're going to walk away from all of that. I was like, yeah, Dad, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Wait a minute. Like he just could not understand
Right.
it.
Right.
And then obviously trying to be what he thought was leading, or giving me the guidance that I should have. Like,
Like
are
any,
you are
like
you
any
stupid?
father would do, right?
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you dumb?
Yeah.
Like you have it all right here,
Yeah.
and you're going to go for and be a professional wrestler. Like how long? What do you? What's that going to do for you?
Right.
Right? I'm like, well, Dad, I don't know. I don't know what that's going to do for me, but I know it's here.
Okay. I was
Right?
about to ask you, was there something deep down inside that just told you,
Yeah.
go this direction?
And I had no idea,
Right.
where I would end up and what I would be able to accomplish. But I knew that was the avenue that I wanted to take.
Right.
And again, like from my family to my coaches and everybody, it was just like,
Right.
this guy's the stupidest guy on the planet. But again, and because of all that negativity,
Mhm.
then it was like, oh no, I'm proving you all wrong. And then I got hard headed and like, no, I'm not going to accept any help
Right.
from anybody.
Right.
Right. Because, after the fact, like, okay, he's gone from school and, he's struggling. My parents like, hey, can we do something for you? And I was like, no,
I'm
you
good.
don't believe in this. You don't believe in what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm going to do it on my own,
Right.
which was probably, I mean, now, it was, I wish I could say, yeah, I had before, I did the right thing. But
Right.
like, it was a struggle.
Yeah.
Like, I had no job, no training, nothing to do. So,
I wonder if there's something out there in the universe that makes you believe in yourself to the degree that you take the path that you feel you should take, and that uh, like videos of me wrestling in AAA, like the first couple shows. What did they see in me? Like, okay, I had a mask and I was doing some pretty, but it was like, man, I was so green.
right.
What is it that they saw? Uh, I don't know, something that I didn't see.
They saw
Obviously.
enough,
They
right?
saw-
Yeah, I
They saw
guess,
enough,
I
and
guess,
it-
right?
and it,
Yeah.
and it encourages you again, like, well, I don't
Yeah.
know anything. They know something,
Right.
There's got
Yeah.
to be something here,
Yeah,
and I think too we're our harshest critics too,
that is true.
right? So
Yes.
you have, when you go back and you look at that stuff, you look, okay, well, this is where I'm at now, and this is what I've done, and these are all my accomplishments and all
Right,
of that.
right.
You don't have that then. You don't see it, but
Yeah,
it's incredible. And going back to it, I think, I think everybody like, oh, I think I can do that, or I can do this. But when we met with challenge, a lot of times that's the make or break,
yeah,
right? It's like,
yeah.
okay, this is too hard. And there's that certain thing in certain people that say, I don't care how hard it is. This is what I'm going to do.
Right.
Where sometimes people like, I really want to be this, but I don't want to put that. I don't know that I can put that work into
Right.
it or that struggle and overcome that.
Yeah.
And I think that's what separates people from being, from being good to being great
Yeah.
to being legendary.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I think that's just something that some
Yeah.
people have in them. And
Yeah. That
and thank
desire,
goodness
that
you,
will,
you had it in you.
Man, I tell you, the first person that saw that was Conan. I mean, without him, he was the one that was opening up the doors for me to be able to go where he went. He took me along with him. So,
And I was about to mention that he believed in you from day one. And
yes.
I mean, if you think about wrestling friendships, that's got to be the longest standing. But I'm sure he's family to you now.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, my gosh, y'all been together since literally from day one.
I met him when I was 11 years old. My
Mm.
uncle, he came down, big, jacked up dude, was in the Navy, with boxing, and he came down to Tijuana and wanted to learn wrestling, him and his friend. And in little in no time, like, they turned him into a wrestler, which if you would have told him back then he's going to become one of the biggest stars of Mexico, come on. But eventually he took the risk. Again, another guy that didn't know enough, but was willing to take the trip and be in the mix with all the top Mexican superstars at the time and take the beating in order to learn and to become who he became.
And let me tell you, he killed that induction speech for you.
Oh my God.
Wow, that was
Yeah,
so good.
yeah, I'm so honored that he was able to. I said that there's nobody that knows me better than him. And sure enough, the moment he said, if she loves you, she'll wait for you. And she did. She waited. We got married. We just celebrated 30 years.
All right, you guys want to do a little swap? I mean, yeah, I could be into it. Just like a one-time casual thing with Tyler, or? I was talking about switching up teams for fun.
Stop it, man. I know.
I
You
don't
have
like
to
this
suck.
game.
You have to suffer.
Wheelie Vodka, America 250. Much wow. Hold on. Is this what America is?
Oh, I got to do something here. I'm looking for something. There's no picture in here. Looking for something. Trying to look for something. Mm, fix something. We'll be back into that in a sec. Trying to fix something. I think it's gonna work. thinking I'm making one. Over here. Okay. Let's see if that works. Ta-da! I did it. And we're back.
For me, eating healthy isn't a willpower problem. It's a setup problem until I found Factor. Factor solves your setup problem with fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs. Meals are delivered right to your door. With Factor, I'm hitting my nutrition goals this season without the planning, grocery runs, or cooking. Factor has meals built around your goals, whether that's weight loss, overall nutrition, more protein, or GLP-1 support. For strength and workout recovery, check out Factor's Muscle Pro collection. Every meal is crafted with functional ingredients. It's lean protein, colorful veggies, whole foods, and healthy fats. I love Factor because there's over 100 rotating weekly meals, and it's
Leah, I'll never forget though. I think she was like 4,
and workout recovery. Check out Factor. I don't know what happened.
yeah.
I 50 off, and you
I can remember when you'd bring Dom and Aaliyah bebopping backstage, and
That's when
Aaliyah
Dom was little, right?
Dom was
Not now that he's old.
no, yes.
no, he's
Aaliyah.
he's a total big douche.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened.
yeah.
I
Well, I
don't
was
know
gonna ask what
wrong with
happened.
him.
That's what I was getting to. Like Aaliyah, I'll never forget though. I think she was like 4 in our locker room with a Louis Vuitton headscarf and her
Yes.
shoes and the cutest, sweetest thing
Yeah.
ever.
Thank
Dom
you.
was so cute. What happened? What happened? Like, what went wrong? Is there something you can pinpoint that goes, yeah?
I think the only thing that I can possibly pinpoint is pressured them to follow my lead or my footsteps. Like they had the option to pick whatever sport, whatever they wanted to do in life. And I think with Dom, there came a point where he was 19, had already graduated, was going to Southwestern College, which he was just masking whatever he was doing. Apparently, he wanted to play football, but he was overweight.
Dominic
He
plays
just,
football. That's
he
funny.
just he got lazy after graduating. And I pulled him aside. I said, "Bro, what are you doing with your life? Like, what you have to get something going." And that's when he asked me, he goes, "I want to see if I can make it in wrestling." So the fact that it came randomly from him, and I never insisted, I think that has to speak for the individual that he is now. Like how he just
Finding the right plumber shouldn't mean endless scrolling. Thumbtack matches you with the right.
soaked in, embraced it, and said, I'm gonna run with this. This is what I feel. And every now and then when he needs advice, he'll ask me.
He doesn't
But,
listen, probably.
huh?
He doesn't listen, probably. The way back these days. I mean,
he listens when he wants to listen. I can tell already. But overall, like I would have never thought he would gain the success he's gained in
Went
such
to
a
his
short
head,
amount of
huh?
time. 4 years, 5 years.
5 years.
We're going into 5 years.
So did it just make his head explode? Like as soon as he got like,
Where did that 5 years go?
I think so.
did you raise him right?
Oh,
Now
maybe
he's
it
out
was
there.
a mustache and the long hair.
The long hair, the
Yeah,
long
long hair
hair.
stuff.
Got the Rick Rude mustache.
My bad.
Oh, yeah, man.
He was so sweet.
He was so sweet. There's a picture. I don't know if you've ever seen it on the internet, right?
Yes.
I think he's what, 5 or 6, maybe.
He had to be 6 years old.
Yeah, sitting
Yeah.
on my lap.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. We're talking about feeling old,
Right?
right?
Oh, man.
He
Yeah.
comes, he obviously he's the mega champion now,
Yeah.
right? The AAA mega champion, and I have to deal with him. I'm like, where is that little kid? That sweet little kid?
What happened?
Right? What happened?
That's
Right?
what I'm asking.
He never spoke. Now he don't shut up.
Oh,
now,
my God.
you know.
He talks too much now. way too much.
Oh
I
man.
wonder where he gets that from.
But as a parent, I gotta say, it just makes me feel so proud and
Right.
to see his growth and to see him like take on his own path.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, and it's cool because I think it would be hard. It would be hard for anyone to say like, well, I got here strictly on my dad's name, right? I think obviously that opened some doors,
Right.
that may have not have opened as quickly, but I think from what he's done in such a short amount of time,
Right.
and not obviously, you guys aren't obviously on the same page, and you're not out there patting him on the back. And
Right.
I mean, I'm sure you would probably like to if he
Oh,
would,
would love
if he
to.
would, if he
Yeah.
would listen to you.
Yeah.
But I mean, as a father and understand this business and making a name for yourself, how important that is. I mean, it is. You have
Yeah,
to be
5 years since he's
as much as
been
you
with
want to
them.
slap him in the head. You
Very
have to be
surprised.
extremely proud of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%. And kind of just let him go, let him do his own thing. I did feel that there was a bit of awkwardness, or maybe even a struggle right before he became the person he became. Like he didn't feel like he was fitting in,
Mhm.
being by my side,
Right.
and I completely understand that. So
I know some people
the
would
best thing
love
for him
that.
to have done is to detach from his own father,
Yeah.
and then on top of that, embrace that character that I guess he envisioned in his mind, and seeing who he is now.
Yeah. Oh,
So
I mean,
good.
as we know, you have to identify with. You could be whatever character
Right.
you want to be, but if it doesn't resonate within you,
Right.
you're just it's going to be nah.
Yeah.
You can tell that he is extremely comfortable in who he is
Oh,
and how he does things.
yeah.
And obviously, it's different from how Dad did it.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
But he is his own man, and
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's just something in this industry and how this
Yes.
business works,
Yes.
you have to be proud.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
Yeah.
to have the have the presence of mind to want to, okay, this is the safe route.
Mhm.
This is good. This will work,
Right.
but this can be even exponentially bigger
Yeah.
because I am so different from my father.
Yeah.
Right, and I am blazing my own path, and
I like telling the story because when it happened, that's actually when I found out that, okay, this kid, he has his own confidence, and eventually he's going to come and ask me for advice down the road, but it's just going to be to hear what I have to say. Then at the end, like anybody else, he'll make his own decision.
Right.
During the pandemic is when he came up to me, he goes, "Hey, Pops," he goes, they want me to have a match against that. I was like, "Oh, I don't think you're ready. What do you think?" He goes, "I don't know." I said, "Man, remember, I'm just going to tell you this. You only have one shot to make it. Obviously, we didn't have fans in the crowd. You have the monitors, and it was more reserved and private." I said, but still, keep in mind that it's one shot. Make it, break it." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to do it." All right.
respect.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And he did. And so that kind of led me on to the character that he is now. He's,
But who would
he's
have
very
thought
confident.
sweet Dom would be such a good sleaze bag?
Right.
Like just a sleaze bag. Like I love him so much. I remember thinking, I actually can. Golly, what a pair!
Oh my God.
Oh, what a pair!
It makes you hate.
It makes me just
Yes.
disgusted sometimes. Like, oh, so good.
the modern day Mickey and Mallory. You ever watch Natural Born Killers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. And
what's her name? I can't think of her name,
Woody
but
Harrelson, yeah.
yeah, that was such. That's all.
What a
When I see
movie.
them, When I see
Yes.
them together, that's what I think of is Mallory. But so okay, that's enough about him. There
Yeah.
might be.
I just wanted to add, as a GM, I might be able to, because natural born killers, he was bald, so maybe we can.
Oh,
There.
oh,
Right?
if
Make it
he
more
lost that
believable.
hair,
I'm just saying. I'm just
Dang.
saying.
Yeah,
like
see,
it.
see how
Food for thought.
see how tough it
Okay.
is. Okay.
I knew Marcella knew what she was doing. She made you GM. That's like forward thinking. I like that.
Right away.
But Dom may not be the only.
Last year, October, she loved it. She just jumped in the ring once. I said, okay, let's try and set you up to go up there for about 2 weeks. See if you can wake up every day and do this Monday through Friday, weekends off, and then back again Monday through Friday. She did 2 weeks, and she really loved it. I said, okay.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting that.
Well, it does run
And
in
this
his
was all
blood.
prior to her. This was WrestleMania, the first one we had in Vegas. Dad, when you take me to the ring? When you take me to the ring? I said, when you graduate, I'll take you to the ring. So she graduated in July of last year. That's from UCSD, human biology. Showed me a diploma. It was okay, I'm ready. Took her up in October of last year. She loved it. Sent her again this year, February, for 2 weeks. She loved it. And now we are in May, end of May, and she's getting ready to go up there and establish herself at the PC.
She'll kill it.
So I'm excited. Like, this is, I couldn't, if you would have told me your kids are going to grow up and become wrestlers, both of them, I think you're wrong. The cool thing is, I've never pushed the sport down their throat. It's all came out of them. Like, they wanted to be a part of this. Yeah, so
That's the best way. I mean, I think if you
I
push
think
it on
so.
them, they wouldn't want any part of it.
Yeah,
I remember her being in the ring though, with you in the storyline, and Angie was out there, and Dom was out there,
yes,
and think it was Punk, right? The saying "Happy
Yes,
Birthday" or something,
yeah.
and she was like, and it was so natural and so believable, and we all wanted to kill him because sweet little Aaliyah,
Yeah,
is already just golly,
yeah,
crying in your arms, and man, she's
yeah.
She's gonna be big.
It's going to be very interesting to see her development,
Yeah.
for the next year. But we were talking about this. Like, if that really happens, I would love to create some history. Like, this is a historical moment to be able to have shared the ring with my son, become the first father and son tag team champions in WWE, and then later on feud against each other, and we had our differences. But now with my daughter, it's like, what can we do there? Like, this is a historical moment, because I really don't have that many accolades. I mean, just Hall of Fame, GM.
Yeah, I mean, really.
I need
What do you
something
bring
big.
to the table? Why are you going to hold her back? You're in the twilight of a mediocre career, bro. Come on.
Isn't that crazy? Oh my God.
I think handicap match, you and her versus Dom.
Ooh, you and Aaliyah against
You
Dom
and Aaliyah
Liv.
versus Dom.
Ooh, Dom
Right?
and Liv. Ooh.
Oh, Dom and Liv. There you go. I mean, why live out?
I want to
Yeah,
save
live
that
out
for
The
Triple
whole
H.
Dom and
As
need
GM,
to
Bring it
go
back.
away.
Bring it home, brother. Bring it home. Wow,
Yeah,
that I can't even imagine how cool that would be.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I don't know that. Like, I'm racking my brain. I may be missing it, but
Get in there.
to be able to be in the ring, not only with your son, but then your daughter. I don't know.
That's great.
Yeah, that is nuts, man, and that's very cool that that's a possibility. Man,
It's like the end of an era. So I've had my biker moment. Plus, I listed this on eBay in like 2 seconds. I got a really good price. Okay, next.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
I vape, but I don't like need to vape, you know? I only do when my friends do it. Or on the weekends. I don't know. I don't really like to think about it.
opportunity.
You know
for
what you
us.
could also do? You could do the handicap match, keep Liv out of it, so it's just a family affair.
Right.
Liv on the outside and Angie on the outside.
Oh, somebody might get hurt.
I don't think it would be Angie.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
That's what I'm saying, man.
not good.
Rhea got slapped by Angie.
Yes,
Yeah.
she sure did.
Trying to ruin our
That's
Thanksgiving
right.
dinner.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But overall, like, yeah, just to think about a moment like that, and again, a lot of things happen throughout time, and you kind of, remember that time or remember this historical moment, but like this will like really make a stamp on just in general in wrestling itself. We've had so many dynasties of families in wrestling. The Von Erichs, the Guerreros, in Mexico. I mean, the Wagners,
Right.
The Llanos, the Brazos. But I don't know if there's ever been a father wrestler that has been able to their son and their daughter at the same time in the same match.
That's really cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's shift gears here, man. When you come over from WCW, and what year did you come over to WWE?
When they bought the company, they bought it in 2000.
2000, yeah.
He was the
something like
last
Yeah,
WCW person
2001,
too.
I think. Yeah, and was going around after the last show. They're like, yeah, well, some of the contracts they're buying out other contracts. They're just letting them run out. People they don't want to hire. Blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, okay. And then when it came to my contract, they Jr. told me, like, Ray, we would really want to do business with you, but let your contract run out, and then come April 2002, we'll sit down and negotiate a good deal for you.
What?
Okay. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. So from 2001 till April 202, I did something that I really wanted to do is wrestle in Arena, Mexico. CMLL at the time. So I did a couple
Those
of
who are
there.
coming, those who are coming in and out. I'm watching 6 Feet Under with the Undertaker and his guest Rey Mysterio. So I'm not talking, but when I take breaks, I do.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever heard of it.
What is it?
LMSCA? What?
It's LLCM.
LLCM. Okay. I'll look it up.
Let's see if we're back. Yep, we're back.
It was true.
Yeah.
I'm sure. No,
Yeah. Yeah, right.
No, yeah. Go. No, I'll get
That's a
there.
TIE
Yeah.
fighter.
So Angie and I were already making plans.
Forgot I had that there.
We had just had Aaliyah in 2001, so it's like, okay, let's just see what happens. Let's write it out. In the meantime, I have work. I'm grinding, so we're good. And yeah, 2002, I get a call. Sit down with JR, sign the deal, and rest is history.
Well, I mean, yeah, the rest is history. But I know when you first, like, when you first come in, there was that stigma.
Oh.
Of like, oh, he's way too small,
Mhm.
right? And it's just, I mean, obviously you did some incredible. The stuff that you did in the ring was incredible, but I think in the old man's eyes, it was just like, I don't think so. And I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I think you almost had to change your style a little bit, like even in the way that you sold and learned. I think because you were so used to doing all the the incredible, right, the incredible moves. Like, I think it was when you really realized, like, dude, I have to sell my ass off, right, to really get these people on my side. And then the key to doing that, obviously, is being able, okay, yeah, I'm going to sell, but I'm never going to die. Right. And then I think that's, to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, I mean, that is when the fan base, like, dude, this is this is somebody that we can really get behind because
Right.
look, I mean, he's twice, 3 times as small as this dude, but man, he just won't give up. And then
Yeah.
when he does, when you hit all these crazy moves too, man, it took you, to my opinion, it took you to a completely different level.
No, I think you're absolutely right. Uh, so right before WCW was bought out, uh, that's roughly around maybe a year before is when I lost the mask to Nash and Hall, and then I was already working with a little bit more with the bigger guys. I had an opportunity to work with Bam Bam Bigelow, who was awesome. Like I loved working him, and just I got a feel of what it
That
felt
had
like
been
to be in there
some
with
to
the
work
bigger
with Bam
dudes
Bam
and
Bigelow.
how to sell and move around and be creative with my offense. But it wasn't until WWE when I came in that I really started getting feedback from the agents, from the people I was working, uh, you including Angle. Eddie would always pull me aside, and it was a learning process because everything was so fast in WCW,
Right.
so fast paced. Because we really didn't have a direction. They wouldn't
Right.
tell us.
Yeah.
And here we did have to learn a certain direction.
Yeah. You had to storytell back then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was such a learning experience for me that it made my work like much more easier and believable. I was like, oh, this is I can adapt to this. It was just I've always been uh, willing to learn a different style or technique or a form of adding to my work that is going to make it improve. And nothing could have happened better than to listen to all the people that I work with and that I learned from here in WWE coming in 2002.
Yeah. No, I know from my perspective, like I feel like I have some of my best matches were against smaller guys
Mhm.
because there's such a there's such a good story that you can tell.
Mhm.
I know the few times that we worked, it was me trying to use my strength and my size
Yeah.
to bum rush you, and you just being too slick and
Yeah.
and staying away from me, cat
Yeah.
and mouse. And once you invest in that story, it's like,
I
oh,
like
okay,
the
okay,
split
okay.
screen. That's pretty
Boom.
cool.
If
Yeah.
if
If you
Taker
don't
ever does get a
know,
hold
I
of him, he's
am
gonna kill him.
watching
But you just can't
WWE
get to it,
Right.
right?
6 Feet
And
Under
and
with
if
Undertaker,
you
his
apply
host,
and put,
Rey Mysterio.
if you figure
There's
out
a
the
link
story
down
and a lot
below
of
in the
guys,
description if you want to check it
Kurt
out if you're
and,
later
and
on
and
watching this.
a few times I get to work with Eddie too. So it's like, what makes sense? Well, go after a leg. You don't want me on my feet. You want me down.
Right.
And yeah, it's. I knew once because you had some incredible matches in WCW. The match with Eddie. Oh my gosh, that's one of the most fun matches I've ever watched.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that was incredible. And you guys told an incredible story.
Yeah.
But yeah, once that light went off with you, then the sky was the limit. Obviously, I mean, with 3 world title reigns. And,
Yeah. I mean, everything just kind of again started unfolding and presenting itself, with the time. But yeah, I again, we don't do this work on our own. We always need that guidance, that the right person, opponent to work with that'll build you up to the next level.
right.
And the first one to kind of like pull me aside was Kurt Angle at that time. I remember he told me they gave him 3 opponents to work with for SummerSlam, which was my first pay-per-view with WWE
Funny.
in
I can't
Long
find the
Island.
door.
And he said, I chose you. I've always wanted to work with you since I've seen you in WCW. I'm like, oh, I'm truly honored. And he was like the first guy that kind of pulled me under his wing and was learning all these new methods of how to make my craft much better. And you just adapt it. You do it. And back then we were doing it so regularly
Yeah.
that it just becomes a habit, a good habit
Yeah.
that you invest the time and the effort to making it work. and then it just sticks. Okay, then what's next? What do I have to learn now?
Right.
The one thing I never was able to do is because I've always been so close you can almost taste it.
What? You're just gonna walk away? Time to bring the juice.
When does he ever do that sidekick thing? Ugh, ads.
I've always had fear of speaking in front of public. Like I'm
Yeah.
raise your hand to speak up in front of the class. Oh no, no.
No eye contact.
So for some reason the mask gave me a little bit of coverage, but I could never get comfortable on the mic. As much as I wanted to, it was just almost impossible. And the times that I did, it was like it came out of a lot of will to do it. But yeah, I don't know how you were.
No, I get, not that I was a great promo guy, but like I could be in front of 100,000 people and cut a promo
Yeah.
and not flinch.
Uh,
You put me in Mark Calloway in front of 15 people. Brother, I didn't want any part of it. Like if I had to be myself, yeah, I was like, no, I don't want any part of this at all. Yeah, I was completely the opposite. There's so many times that I passed up
Right.
on
Oh,
speaking gigs and stuff like that. It was
Yeah.
like, it's not my.
not your
And then I go out and do an hour at
Yeah.
my Hall of Fame, and then it's like this guy never talks, and now he don't shut up. What the hell? I get you in trouble sometimes too. But it's you, I think, redefine what a top guy looks like. I honestly, because especially with WWE, everybody was so big. Obviously Kurt, but I mean,
Yeah.
the Vince is his
The
favorites
prototype,
were,
right? Yeah.
were the big
Yeah.
big dudes,
Yeah.
and I think you were able to redefine for a whole generation coming behind you that hey, you don't have to be 6'6" and 300 pounds to be a top guy.
Right.
So you opened a lot of doors, I think, for a lot of talent coming up behind you.
Right. I think the fact that I was Hispanic, that I was the size, not the stereotypical size of a wrestler, but on top of that, the stuff that I was doing at the time that was hardly ever like a lot of people have never seen a lot of the stuff that I was doing. Like all that put together just opened up this new vision for fans to go, oh, this is pretty cool. Even like going back to WCW, like the fact that we were given an opportunity there, and there were so many of us, Parka, Juventud Guerrera, Super Calo, like
Yeah, WCW
why
was.
is it out of all of them, I was the only one that stuck there with like no, they're all gone. Like Psychosis, there would be no Rey Mysterio without Psychosis. He was just so he made my work look so crisp and clean, like just amazing to work with. But obviously,
Well,
we all take
WCW was
different
all
paths.
about the
We don't dedicate
luchadors.
fully or commit to our craft sometimes, and that kind of derails you. In my case, I think that just the passion overall and wanting to be part of this and taking it to whatever level was the next level at the time, kind of the fans fed off that energy and really invested in me.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, obviously, we are no one without God first and foremost, but overall, the fans are the ones that give you the respect and the props that you eventually want to earn, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely, fans, but it has to, it has to come from the talent as well.
What
Like,
happens when you have a lot of birds?
if you don't put that
They're
work
all
in,
hungry at
because
the
I feel
same time.
a lot of people
Not
get
separate,
comfortable.
same time.
They get to a certain level, and they think, okay, I've made it.
Were you like that at some point?
No, like that's the one, maybe to a fault. Like I was never satisfied.
No, I'm same way.
right? Like
Same way.
from even back in you remember back in the day after we would do um, a premium live event.
Yeah.
The next day at Raw and catering, they'd have the monitor
Yeah.
playing and everybody. I could never sit there and watch my stuff. Like I just couldn't because I didn't want to hear. I didn't want to hear like, oh, dude, that was great, or that was all.
No, that's
Like
on
I
your own
wanted to
time.
sit by myself and watch it and pick it apart. Like, man, I wish I had done this right here because then I would have got this here. That's how you learn and you expand and you become better.
Only
Like,
you can understand.
You can only understand that.
Yes.
Yeah, but you can't. You can. I always tell people you can never be content because there's always another place to go.
Yeah.
But even I go back to the Attitude Era.
Stop it.
Steve was the guy.
Yep.
But there was a bunch of guys that were right there under him that was always, it was such a healthy competition.
Yeah.
Because everybody wanted his spot.
Yeah.
Maybe it was going to happen. Maybe it wasn't going to happen.
Right.
But man, that was the spot that you wanted to have.
Right.
And and you just like I was never like, and I was more of an attraction for most, or not most, but a lot of my career I was the attraction. But even that, which is a great spot to be in, like no, I want to be even more.
Yeah.
And I think that's how you last as long as we both did.
Yeah.
Is by always thinking there's more.
Yeah.
There's more.
Yeah.
And that's just an approach that I don't know that. I know there's a lot of people that have it, but there's a lot of people that don't have it, and they get comfortable, and then they wonder why they stagnate, or you have to continue to evolve, whether it be your repertoire, your gear, your personality. You have to continue to evolve to keep everything fresh and moving forward, man.
I think you did say it best. Like, you never be content with what you're presenting. I was always the hardest critic. We'll go back and watch my matches. I knew exactly what I should have done at a certain point of the match that could have made it just much better.
Yeah.
But yeah, were you like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that's the only way you can improve and get better, right?
Yeah.
That's the only way.
I think this is the difference between loving it and just kind of being obsessed with it.
Right.
Yes.
Big news. WWE and sports fans. The world's #1 sports fan fest, Fanatics Fest, is making its return to New York City. Fanatics is bringing you closer to the leagues, teams, superstars, and athletes you love across 4 action-packed days in July. Meet your favorite WWE superstars. Get your hands on exclusive merch, catch live podcasts, and interact with the biggest names in sports. Tickets are on sale now, and fans of the podcast get a 10% discount by using code TAKER10 at checkout.
How's your health these days? Knees good?
These are good.
You got a lot of stem cell, right?
Stem cells, yeah, at least. I'm actually due for a treatment, which I should be doing it sometime this year. But overall, I was talking to Taker about our cold plunge experience. When I bought my first one, I was sitting outside my bedroom, like, okay, it's already here.
Yep.
It's filled up with water.
It's
at 45 degrees. Okay, I'll go. I think the lowest is 38.
Got to get in.
I'll just get used to it first. Jump in first thing in the morning. A whole month and a half went by, and I was like, tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. We're the same
Didn't
way.
want to do it.
We are the
But
same way.
now that I'm so hooked on it, like I can't.
So you go every morning.
Every morning. That's the first thing I do.
How long?
3 minutes.
Oh.
It's at 39.
Oh no.
So yeah, and it's like it's a must for me now. Like if I don't do that, I'll just feel like I'm dragging throughout the day. But as soon as I wake up, jump in there, and I'm good to go.
It's a mind game. Like
it is.
Like he did it for a while, then he got out of the habit, and then like I could get
bad, huh?
You can't stop. Yeah, it's like hitting the rope.
No.
And I hate the cold. Like I'll get in, like I'll do a limb. I'll stick my foot in there. I'll stick my elbow in there. I'll lean all over, or I'll squat down there. I cannot. I can't.
It's bad, huh?
No, and I always tell myself same thing. Like, it'll be the hardest thing I do all day. Let me just do it first. That's the hardest thing I'll do all day. I promise. I got in the habit of I did it twice, and then our pump broke and hadn't worked. I was like, dang it, maybe that's
I
a
broke
sign.
it.
Yeah, he went
On
on
purpose?
physically
I broke it
broke
on
it on
purpose.
purpose. Yeah, he
I
did.
just let it get dirty.
You got to think about it. Like, what's 3 minutes out of my day?
I
That's it.
know, I know.
And it goes by so fast. Like,
But there's certain areas of me that just like burn. They hurt. Like they're so
Oh.
cold.
my feet is like the
Oh.
first thing.
Mm-mm.
I go to the back of my neck. So
No.
I don't stick my head in until
earlier.
like the last 15,
I was
20
on my
seconds.
biggest.
But as soon as I go in, I'll either keep my hands like this or my arms.
Do you do the breathing?
Yeah,
Or
I'm so control with
Yes.
the breathing. Yeah. Or I've realized that now recently that because I have carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
If I control my breathing while I'm in there, and I'm telling myself, it's your fingers are gonna
Get better.
you're gonna start getting motion in your fingers, and as soon as I start doing that, it's like I start getting sensibility, and I can move my fingers in the water like that.
Which is wild, huh? Because our brains really do. Our bodies
is
follow their
great,
brains.
yeah.
I know.
It's crazy. So anytime I have my hand, if I sleep and I sleep like this, my hand will eventually get numb, and I have to shake it off and extend it, put it over my head, something, just
Yeah.
to get it going again.
Yeah.
Angie loves competing against me. Oh my God.
I love that.
I'll do 3 minutes. She said,
If you're
I did 5.
Yeah.
You don't need 5. You need 3. That's
Well,
it.
that's it. I still beat
She
you.
goes, yeah, but I did 5.
That's funny. That's funny.
There's not many things that
Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO Max, the best in entertainment.
That's funny. Sorry, there's an ad going on. You know, YouTube has got their BS ads and boring ads, and but
that might be one I was.
Yeah,
let
right.
you. Wait. He said, "Let you."
Yeah, capital L.
You don't let me beat you.
Right.
I just beat you.
Wow.
It's not a.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Here we go.
Here we go. All
Okay.
right.
When y'all had that match, I don't remember where we were at.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, you don't remember much. Look at that. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
I
the only reason I tell it is
What
because
your
obviously
fault,
you're
man.
the best in the world. You're the safest. Things happen. He's already taken accountability a million times. This was all his fault.
No.
But when because you'd come off surgery, you were feeling a little
I mean,
frothy.
I've been off for months, and then my first match back. But hey, don't let that bother you, right?
Wow.
It derailed a whole nother
Wow.
championship run that I was scheduled for.
I know.
Wow.
I totally messed with
Goodness gracious.
My thoughts always is like, especially working the top talent of the company, like concerns, like I've never been like stiff or
Right.
I've always very careful. But for some reason, that one night when I wrestled him,
Look, it was
and
him because you were in the air. He was
No,
the
it
one that
wasn't.
was.
you probably gonna say that you pulled me down and I did this, right?
You know what I think what it was is because I thought we were in the middle of a really really good match,
Yes.
and I wanted to take a really good bump.
Which you did.
So I think what happened is when you came off, and I threw my legs up, and instead of where normally your ass would have hit me in the chest,
Yeah.
because of the angle that I was in, you just landed a little higher, and that was I think it was me trying to
I hear what
feel in the moment
Yeah.
more so than anything, and
And I remember watching backstage, and all of a sudden you're sitting there, and he just goes, and like you see his nose like on the wrong side of his face, like way over here on one cheek. Yeah, and then all of a sudden he goes, and it's back somewhat straight again. We're like, wow.
the problem is when I stood up and there were 3 of you.
Yeah, no.
That was the problem.
That's yes,
I was like,
he
I'm
said.
just gonna go for the one in the middle, and hopefully I can catch you.
Yeah, he said, I don't know which way to catch.
So I remember doing the senton, and then I was gonna get back up and hit the ropes and hit you, I believe, with another one or a drop kick or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then that eventually was leading into the finish. So, so we were good. I felt horrible. I really.
I felt bad because I knew how bad you were
Yes.
going to feel. I was like, oh man, I don't even want to say anything. But
Yeah.
it was.
I remember you saying at one point, like, Ray, you know how much I love you, and if you apologize one more time, then we're gonna have a problem. He's like, we don't messing
It's part of
around,
the game.
obviously.
It's part of the game.
I'll tell you, like, for me, so surreal because I work with a lot of people, but just being out there for the first time with you and like just tucking down in that corner and watching your entrance, like that was such a surreal moment for me. Like I really was able to enjoy and soak that in. The older I've gotten, the more nerves creep up on me, which it's crazy. Like I want to go back to that feeling when I was excited and I had no nerves. If I messed up, I messed up. I figured it
Rey
out.
Mysterio
Now it's
has
like
such a
my
bad
head is
look for
going
me.
crazy trying to figure out.
And that's not. I was the same way.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
At the end, especially because I worked so few times a year. Um, when you're in the grind all the time, you just boom, you just go. You don't think
Yeah.
of it. You screw something up, you just know how to fix it, and you go
You're on
on.
autopilot. Yeah.
But when later on, like, so you go, I would go into matches like, did I train hard enough? Did I get my conditioning
Yeah.
good enough? Do I feel, because again, I was working with a lot of injuries too. At the end, it was just like,
Right.
do I have enough in the tank?
Right.
Like all this self
Weird
doubt.
thoughts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this self doubt would come in, and then after the big concussion that I got with Rock at Mania,
Yeah.
man, it was so difficult because then like now like because I couldn't explain how I got concussed. Right? He wasn't. I don't think there was anything that he did.
Mhm.
I think it was just my body wasn't used to the trauma. Right? Like, because, and again, at that point, there wasn't a lot of guys that could physically throw me around,
Right.
and it makes sense.
Going back watching that, was there a certain moment like nope, there's
I
nothing?
can't. I can
Can't
tell.
point it out.
I can tell. I can tell by how I start moving
Yeah.
because I became a little lethargic.
Yeah.
Less energy, and because I was in good shape that year.
Right.
But I was just I could tell by my body language and how I was moving and interacting that
Yeah.
I'd become lethargic. But I can't sit and watch it and go,
Oh,
that's
right
it.
there. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it was just the accumulation of bumps that
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared because I
Right.
hadn't worked in a year.
Right.
And then eventually it catches up to you.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, it just, and then once the self doubt gets in there, then it
Oh
man, because I remember I was wound tight the next year when I worked with Bray. Like,
yeah.
dude, it was it was like I was a rookie. I had never.
What a bad feeling. Huh? Like,
Oh, it was awful.
I've been doing this shit for 40 years.
Yeah.
Like, please,
Yeah,
come on.
I mean,
like,
I've done
don't
this,
give me this.
all these different levels and all these people,
Yeah.
and I think it was a lot of people were like that picked up on it. Were like, dude.
Or you thought they had picked up, but maybe
No. But
they didn't.
I've had a couple of conversations with people like,
Okay.
dude, like, yeah, I'm like Triple H is one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like, dude, you're the effing Undertaker.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear it, like, because I had like all I had in there was last year, and
Yeah.
man, it took me.
All right, this feels almost illegal to know, but our windows were so.
Yeah, those two have gone through so much in wrestling. Something fun story. So years ago, well, we'll get back to it in a second. It's on a two-ad break. Um, when I was in high school, was it high school? Yeah, my sophomore year, years ago, back in the 90s. It was about to be Halloween time, and one of my things I did, I dressed up as the Undertaker. Everything. I It was before cosplay was cosplay, and it was even a name. Don't get me started that the name has been around for years. No, it hasn't. They just changed it to make it sound like it's been around for years. Gets me annoying when people do that. Oh, it's been around for years. No. The word? No. The outfits and costumes? Yes, it's been around for a long time. So I had the Undertaker hat from when they were selling the Undertaker hat. I had a jacket already, the shirt, a trench coat. I made my sock. I kept my socks out to make it look like the gray Undertaker, the gloves and all that. And
Ever it
yeah,
never
it
really
was
went
funny.
away
It was a
for the
really
rest
good
of my
time.
career. Right. I mean, I was able to dial in a couple of times, but overall,
I mean, who hasn't dressed up
it
as
was always in the back of
Undertaker?
my brain, and it blows people away.
The
Say
classic
like you said,
Undertaker,
you
not
had
the
this
purple glove
incredible
one.
career,
Yeah.
but it's still what did I do last?
Yeah.
That was always the thought.
People
You
thought I
know,
was
and
a goth
it's
person
just
during that time,
yeah, it's
That's
crazy, and
the same
it happened
but
at the
it
end.
was
Yeah.
memorable.
And that, I think that's crazy because
Oh,
we
yeah,
have
you said
such
it.
I think we have such high expectations and high standards for ourselves
Right.
as performers.
Mm.
You know that you don't give yourself I think grace,
Yeah.
right? You don't
Yeah.
give yourself grace. I should be that same guy that I was when I was 28, 30. You know, I but you just
Have to accept.
you have to
Right.
accept
You have to
you
learn
have
how
to
to
accept it,
accept.
and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I can do it now,
Yeah.
but I couldn't then,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, it's easy now. Like, oh, okay, yeah, well, but
Up until what age did you stop wrestling?
I think I wrestled till I was 54. I think
54.
54. Yeah, I wrestled like 20. Yeah,
Okay.
I think I was about 50. Yeah, I think I wrestled till 54.
I still got about 10 years then.
I said 54.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, of course you are. That's why you wear that mask, brother.
Right.
Wow, that was a slow
Covered it
moment.
all up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
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 The mirror doesn't lie.
But yeah, it's just a matter of processing and
I
accepting
think
and
Ray has another
moving
5 years.
And again, you have to. And I wish again I would have had the presence of mind back then. But you have to realize that your reflexes aren't as fast,
Right.
You know. So, but there are still things that you could. Okay, well, I can't do this that way, but
I can do this.
I can do it this way,
Yeah.
right? So you have to kind of smoke and mirror it sometimes.
Yeah.
And I just don't really. I being as hard headed.
Oh, I can't.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I can, I can get that lightning back in the bottle one more time, right? That was one of the big problems that I had because I wanted that signature statement.
Right.
You know, I mean, I got it with AJ in the Boneyard, but I wanted that match in the ring where
Yeah.
you know
His background is really
it was
bizarre.
2005
I like the color
again,
though,
right? Where I
black
don't
and
think
purple.
you know that in those areas I don't feel like anybody could touch me,
Right. Oh,
and that's what I wanted,
fire.
right?
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted,
Yeah.
and it wasn't going to happen, and I was just not smart enough to figure that out. But you're incredible, though. No, I mean, for 89 to 2026, brother, you get around really well.
You also got to keep in mind, thing like my body weight compared to yours is, which is a less. I think it's less of a beating, even though I've had my.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. For the bigger guys, I think it's got to be much harder. You know, for all the years they put in the business and all the surgeries they've gone through. You know, just the left one has gone through about 14 of them.
Oh,
Wow.
And the right one just one surgery. And
I'm
sometimes
surprised only one
this one
surgery.
feels better than this one, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, this is only a meniscus tear.
That's
It fixed it, but this has also taken all the grind for both of them. While this one has been out,
Right.
this has done all the work.
compensate for this.
Yeah.
Because of that, are your hips good? Are your hips
My
again?
hips are good. I'm just tight,
Yeah.
really, really tight. That's another thing that I do in the mornings. So I usually like to jump in the cold plunge, get out, stretch, and then go hit my cardio. But I get pretty bad at stretching sometimes. Not gonna lie, and I should do it more.
Yeah.
If I were to stretch every day, at least 5 days a week, I would be moving very loosely.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I lack on.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
And I have a guy here that's just at my disposal, and I
Oh,
will
wow.
take advantage. Timmy, sorry, bro.
Oh boy.
The
It happens.
kid's the boy, but he's amazing, and I don't even take advantage the way I should. And my
Wow.
body is so, and it is like twisted steel. Like it's so tight, and
I realize that when my knees hurt and they ache, okay, I didn't stretch today. And I'll take 10, 15 minutes out of that time in the moment and I'll stretch. I'll get up, start moving around, and my pain is gone. It's like, so I know what I need to do. I just don't apply it, and I should.
Makes it more frustrating. I know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we wonder, like, how do I
Or
feel
like,
like
yeah,
this?
I'm mad at myself. Yeah.
Complain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it's. I will say that, and she goes, well, "Have you stretched?" Like, no. I don't know.
Do I need to?
Do I? What do you call it?
That flavor's just out of reach. Drop the Legos and bring the juice. Gee.
Are you ready to hold WWE history in the palm of your hand? Tops is bringing you closer to the action than ever before with WWE Tops Now, highlighting the biggest matches and milestones from WWE shows and PLEs throughout the year. Tops Now, enhancing the fan experience by connecting collectors to superstars and spectacles that ignite their passion.
That's cool.
Featuring stunning event-exclusive photography, each card is made for the moment. And for some lucky collectors, the moment could be the pull of a lifetime.
Don't ask
Along
what that
with
look
serial
was
number
for.
parallels, some Tops Now
If you see
releases
this video,
offer a
you'll
chance
know why.
at rare short prints, superstar
It's cool that
autographs,
Tops is
and
doing
even
cards
pieces
for
of
them
mat,
now again.
gear, or other items used during the featured match. So which moments will you collect? With each card only
I might
available
do a video
for a
about
limited time, you
some of
won't
their
want to wait to
wrestling
begin your Tops
cards.
Now journey.
If I ever find
Be
them.
sure to
They
subscribe to
seem to.
WWE Tops Now mailing list on Tops.com and follow Tops on all social media platforms so you never miss a single moment.
I don't know his new knees and he bops
You
around.
got your hip replaced?
Well, both hips
So
are
I
done.
have, so I had both hips done while I was still working.
Okay.
Um,
And you work
Jeez.
after.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Actually-
I don't have full hip replacements. I have what they're called
Birmingham.
Birmingham resurfaces.
Huh.
They took so they took the head of my femur, and they opened me up, and then they go in there and they cleaned it all off, get all the potholes and the spurs and all of that, and they clean that all off, and then they drill a hole into the bone, and then they put a titanium cap
That's
over the bone, same
bag.
kind of material that they use on as the replacement is, and then they go into the acetabulum and into the hip. They do the same thing. They cleaned it all out, and they hammer in a titanium cup, and it's incredible how well, like, I could take the cap and put it in the cup. Like the company sent me one so that I could have.
Yeah.
And you could take it. It's like a top. You could spin it, and the thing will spin, and you can
wow.
move it around. It's incredibly machined and polished.
Wow.
So yeah, I did those. That's why I was able to continue to keep working. Dr. Edwin Sue at the Hospital for Special Surgeries in New York, he did it. He's incredible. He said, when I did the first one, he goes,
So this is what I'm going back and forth for. This little buddy here. Oh, look at him. He's a good girl. This is my baby button quill. So if you're hearing noises and stuff and whininess, this is one of them. You can probably hear her. It's kind of hard to hold her because I want to drop her. There she is. She's a little shy at the camera. See? So if you're hearing noises, that's probably why. No. She's not my Peep. She is named Peep because of the peeps. She looks like a peep. So if you see me going back and forth, that's why. I did say sometimes they need help going inside.
he said, this will be the biggest test that anybody has put because they'd only been doing it for about 10 years
They
when I
have
did the first one.
8
Right?
over there
And
and
it's
then
like,
6 in front of me.
this will be the biggest test.
Those are
that
the
anybody
youngest. The
has put on these
mid-age
to see if
ones
they
are
work.
about
Because you
almost
were gonna
20
go back
days
to
old.
work,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I told him.
yes. Oh wow.
Did he come to us? Did he come watch?
Yeah, he came. He
Oh,
came
wow.
to
Yeah,
he
he's
came
like,
to Mania after
These
just to
are
see.
almost
And,
10 days old.
Like I've had
Ish.
secret, and this that
I
was.
think they're getting.
2010 was one
They're
of
not 15
Yeah,
days
so
old
I'm-
yet.
I'm-
They're getting there.
them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had one done. Yeah, in 2010, and then a few years later, I had the other one done,
And they both feel the same.
and they both feel. I mean, they
No,
feel great.
no issues whatsoever.
And he woke up in the hospital. I vividly remember not having any pain. He's like, oh my gosh, why didn't I do this sooner? Like he had zero pain in his.
Wow.
Yeah,
So-
for being in chronic pain
Right.
for over a decade, to waking up and it's like it's all gone.
How bad were your hips?
Oh, they were
Bad,
They were
bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
they were awful. Yeah.
What about your knees?
And my knees were
Same.
yeah, both of them were really, really, really bad. And I think my knees were direct from my hips
Okay.
because the way I would walk and
Yeah.
you know, it kind of threw
I believe
everything
it.
off. And
Yeah.
you know, both of them were way, way overdue. Like I went years being in pain, and I couldn't. But with the knees though, like I had to wait till I was done because I don't think
Right.
I could have worked with my
Yes.
knees.
Yeah.
Mm, I should-
I've always heard that
Yeah.
it's hard to get a knee replacement and then
Yeah,
still
it's-
work. Yeah.
So,
I mean, for me, it's like thank God for stem cells because, like, yeah, my knee aches and hurts every now and then, but not to the extent that
The sideline.
like, wow, I'm really thinking about replacing it, and I've gone through a lot of them. So, I guess stem cells have really been a game changer for me.
are you still going? Where you go, Columbia or
So that was the very first place I went to, Bio Accelerator,
right?
and there was a bunch of us that went there at the time. This was early 2020s, or maybe 2019, and that was like the first time my body had received like a full dosage, talking in the millions. So my body reacted very well to it. Within about.
All right, you guys want to do a little swap? Yeah, I could be into it. Just like a one-time casual thing with Tyler, or
I was talking about switching up teams for fun.
So was she.
I don't like this game. I want to say almost 2.5, 3 months. Like from being in chronic pain, it was to no pain whatsoever, like completely gone. And roughly that lasted for about 3 years, like pain free, 100%. My carpal tunnel. I remember telling him, "Have you guys done anything for carpal tunnel?" He goes, "No, let's try it out. Let's see." It was still like under development, or you could say, let's figure out, how much it would work in certain areas. So it completely took away my carpal tunnel
There you go.
for
You figured it out.
almost 3 years, and I was sleeping, waking up in the middle of the night 2, 3 times because my hand would just go to sleep completely, to the point where it would wake me up. But that was again, everything has been on stem cells pretty much. And then now, obviously, back then peptides weren't around. Now,
Right.
now with the peptides and with the cold plunge, with the sauna and the red light, it's like just so many.
So much biohacking.
Yes, that you're helping your progress, your longevity in general, not just in the ring but overall.
Yeah.
Your health, eating correctly, all that stuff. Like that's all huge, a huge important factor. That
I feel like a guinea pig around here. I mean, she is the queen of biohacks, right? Like
Really?
anything that comes along. We have a red light, anything, cold plunge, obviously. All these things come down to peptides. Everything that comes in, she'll just, you need to take this. You need to do
does
this.
she take it though?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She's.
You know what's bad is like, I'll just our kids. I'm just like
Yeah.
getting up.
Yeah.
Probably
Peptides.
shouldn't do.
The peptides,
Getting out the
yeah.
peptides. I know I need to clear it up.
Angie's the same way.
Yeah.
Like she's my chef. She's
I'm not a
my
chef.
she's my chef. She's my
Dr. Bill.
doctor. She's always you got to take these
Yeah.
supplements. Everything's all
Sex. And,
yes. So she's on top of my health. Like, but I thought you were gonna be like her. Like when it's time for her to take care of her health,
well,
yeah, she's too busy taking care of everyone that she forgets
Yes,
about herself. Like,
yes.
no,
that does.
gotta do
Yeah.
these things with me. So yeah,
That does.
I'm still struggling with her, but she's doing a better job.
It happens. I certainly don't take them every day like I should, but I'll
Yeah,
take them.
You take them
Yeah.
at least. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ray,
Mhm.
everything, we're talking about health and, the things that we have to do to keep us, keep our motors running.
Right.
You've got, 4-year career. You've done everything there is to do.
Yeah.
What's left for Rey Mysterio?
Man, I recently I've been asking myself that question. Angie and I will sit down and kind of go like, what is there left to do? There's really nothing left to do. There was really never a list of things that we needed to do or accomplish. Obviously, when your career starts expanding and panning out the way it has, it's like, wow, we've been more than blessed with everything that we have and have done. Obviously, right now, to be able to see my daughter now, be able to grow and kind of
Now he
be there
wants.
for her since I was gone for so long, just like I was with Dom, being on the road. They know they can both count on me whenever they want. So being there for Leah, if she ever needs any guidance or advice or anything that can help her push forward to following this dream that she has right now. And again, she might be there for a year and she might say, Dad, I thought this was for me, and maybe it's not. So I said, don't feel pressured that you have to be here. It's got to come from in here.
Right.
You got to feel it.
That was
And the
male
other thing is
talking to female.
being able to pass down some of the knowledge that I've gotten over the years, especially being down in AAA, the company where everything pretty much began for me. My first opportunity to be on national television. If there's anything I can do, pass on, help,
Just
create,
imagine the walls of
that's
mask
win
that
for
we
me.
have.
Paying back a little bit of
Some of them are in
the
boxes
much
because
that
you
they
can't put
gave
them
me.
all
So
up.
Right.
yeah,
So, being the greatest masked wrestler of all time, in your opinion, I don't want to put you on the spot, but who's the next great luchador?
wow, I see so many.
Once upon a home in a Seattle bungalow, the Huffs searched on thumb.
Boy, Taker, you should ask him a tough question. Tom Brady.
Stars and like at the time, Dragon was right by my side, and I see a lot of similarities uh, in Dragon Lee that I had growing up and being part of this business. Like he's always willing to learn, asking for advice. A lot of Rey Mysterio-ish in him.
I love him, by the way. Yeah.
Oh,
When he
he's
comes
such a
down,
good kid.
he's such a good dude. Always wanted to do the best he
Yeah, that he can, right? Yeah. I was telling Andy, I said he reminds me so much, and I've been able to hang out with him and his family outside of the wrestling world, and to see the time and dedication that he gives his wife and his two little girls is like, man, I envy that because I wasn't like that when I was 29 years old, so that's like props to him. Like I really admire him for having his head straight on his shoulders and walking the right path and doing the right things, not just for him, but to provide for his family. That speaks highly of who he is. But Dragon Lee, then Penta comes along, and I see Penta, and I'm like, whoa. Penta's brother Ray Phoenix is incredible as well. Like,
I think Penta's the next one.
there's so many names you can
Even though I'm
pick.
not a big fan of him,
that
I can
you
see
say,
that.
"Oh,
Lee's kind of boring.
These guys are the next
Ray
guys."
Phoenix,
Right. Who's
I'm
gonna
still on
be
that.
one?
Yeah.
That's going to be up to them.
I need to see more.
And I think
Safe answer.
Penta's already figuring it out.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, who can help you out? And being the next guy, you just have to put in the work and learn. And he knows that I'll be here if he ever gets stuck with anything to help him out. I can only guide him so much, and he has to do the rest.
Yeah,
for
I think he has a really cool approach because he's separating himself.
Yes.
I think he stands out from the other guys.
Yep.
Just because of his personality and things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could definitely tell that he's thinking differently.
Yes, and I think he's had that from day one, even before he came to WWE, like from AAA to wherever he's been. Like he's had this concept of what it is to stand out in his mind, that it has definitely stamped everybody with his name. So and he's such an incredible wrestler too.
Yes.
Incredible. Very very original, very creative, and is always on top of things. So
right. That's it's going to be fun to watch to see who the next Rey Mysterio.
I think we're seeing him now.
There's some really talented dudes out there that are exciting and fun to watch, and bringing that lucha style.
Yeah.
Which is growing. It's crazy. Like I was. You could be a fan of it, but it's just like, it's not my my bag, right?
Right.
I have to admit that it's really it's growing. It's really growing on me, man. And to watch those guys do their thing, and it's just like, I don't know how they did that and got up.
Do you feel like the sport has completely done a 360 and like the style has completely shifted to a different style? Or is it just like when you see the lucha libre stuff is when you get to see the high flying? Or
well, I think what they're doing, it's not just high flying now. Like what I can see happening and what we're trying to do is have that lucha style and then also wrap a story around it. And when you can combine, instead of it just being a spectacle, right, and having two dudes do these incredible moves, if we can wrap a story inside of it, make all that make sense, I think that's going to be a win-win and a huge growth opportunity for people. For the business in general, the business has definitely changed.
Yeah.
And I think in a lot of ways it's changed for the good. But I still think there's a lot of elements that have gotten lost.
Yeah.
You installed this?
Even had a few screws left over.
And
Within the storytelling part of it. Again, if we can figure out a way to combine it all and make things make a little more sense.
Yeah.
I think, man, the wrestling business is going to continue to grow, and the talent is there. It's just I think a little bit of reining in a little bit.
Yeah.
And wrap some more stories. I think, man, it's exciting.
Yeah.
Again,
It's got to be. It's got to be for you, especially. Being able to deal with a completely different roster than you're accustomed to. And the fact that, again, you walk in there and you don't think nothing of it, but they look at you like, he's our boss. Like, He's our boss. Like
that and
Yeah,
what the hell does
see?
this guy know about
That's
lucha
what it
libre?
is.
they would never have I heard that. Never. They respect your work.
Ridiculous.
But it is cool to see the evolution. And I know exactly what you're saying about like a lot of
Just
elements
turn-
have been
There
lost.
you go.
And
Much
as you were
better.
saying that, I was thinking of a couple that
What?
I've spoken to some of the
What?
talent that come from here over
What?
the AAA shows.
Just the
Joaquin Wild being one of
go.
them. And I told him, "See if you can just add this to this. You're going to
Slow
bring that
down
back.
on
That's never been
eating. Nobody's
seen or
gonna
done
get it.
before here. So,
What's
Boy.
old can be new again.
of course,
So
it
what?
always is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give him a little treat
it
here.
always is. So that's very, very exciting time
That's
to
my
be
good boy.
head of AAA
Yeah.
and GM of AAA.
Right. It is crazy.
No, yeah.
It's crazy
Let me know.
the amount
Are you done?
of phone calls and texts that I get.
I can
Me
imagine.
too, just for you.
People
Yeah.
wanting to come down.
There you go.
Yeah, I've been blown
That's
away.
my good
Like
boy.
it's like it is never ending, and I'll look at them and I'll think, oh man, they're ripping.
No, he's not a
Just
crow.
randomly
He's
text.
Just
just
randomly
a
text.
dark
Hey, man,
bird.
if you
Probably
ever,
could have
You
just
done?
texted him Ray's
Text the
number.
You done?
I'm gonna put you on a covert recruiting mission.
There you go.
Hey, go past so and so's trailer and see what they're doing.
You want some?
But no, man. Yeah.
Right there.
How's
Right
the?
there.
I know you were doing an animated series.
Yes.
Are we making progress with?
So we released our it's Rey Mysterio
He
versus
likes
the
his
Darkness. We released it in 2023, December of 2023. We released. It's a 10 episode, one season, 10 episode
He's
show
almost a year old. He's
of
an
an
old
animated
man.
cartoon that we
He's
created.
an old man.
And December
He's my
23, we
eBay.
released 5
So-
episodes.
So the story with this little guy is he's my eBay button quill. I've had him since he was a little baby. Since he was an egg. Here. No? You done? Okay. You ready to go back? He's a good boy. See? Who's that? Who's that pretty boy? Yeah. Okay. I gotta put him back. There.
And then in February of 24, we released the other 5, and it's out in Latin America. At the time, they were going through some sales and purchases with Cartoon Network and Latin America, and we kind of got lost in the transition. So what we're doing now is we bought the project ourselves.
This is his daughter,
We
his
are
first
trying to bring
daughter.
it over to the U.S.
She's
and
a pretty girl.
see if we can find the right partnership to be able to display.
Yeah.
You know, a
Yeah.
lot of
She likes them.
the fans that have seen it really loved it. So feedback is always very helpful. That we know if we're going in the right direction or not. But
Slow down,
it's
girl.
Rey
Slow
Mysterio
down.
versus the Darkness.
We're looking for a distributor here in the States. Animation, brother. That's the ticket.
He's a
Right?
good
It's better
girl.
it's better than real movies.
She's just like her dad. She likes
But
Minecraft.
it's so long to take too. It's so time consuming. I did
Yeah.
all
Her
the
mom's a
voiceovers
white.
for all the
That's why
10
she's a
episodes
white.
in
Right.
English and in Spanish.
Right.
They said, let's
She
do it
doesn't
in English.
complain like he does.
So when we do come over to the States,
She's a
so
good girl.
everything's all done. All we need to do is just
You
shop it
can do it.
around. But yeah, it was
Mhm.
interesting to be able to do like voiceovers in both languages. It was a learning process for me,
Right.
which I really loved. So
Opens
yeah, I'm
another
excited.
door for a whole nother career. Right, man.
I love it.
Mhm.
Hey, man, can't thank you enough. I know
No.
you're a busy man. You're running AAA and
Oh,
you
no,
got your
you dropped
WWE
it.
commitments.
Nobody else is
Your
there,
son
Jake.
to-
I
your
gotta
son
take
to
care
put
of
up
business.
with.
You got a TCB, man. But we always we appreciate you making time for us. And I just like catching up. You're one of my
Yeah,
favorite
thank
people in the world. Like,
Thank you.
you're genuinely
He likes
really
kids.
good dude that always enjoy seeing, man. So
Take
thank you for
likewise. That goes
spending
both
some
ways.
time with us, man.
Thank you guys.
Yes,
Thank you
thank
very
you
much.
so much.
I
Yes,
really
we
love
love
being
you.
here. Thank you for the invite, and
He's almost
can,
no, but not there yet.
chop it up some more down the road. Maybe like in about a year.
She's only like almost 40
Maybe
days
get
old.
Maybe have somebody
There you
somebody
go, there
next
you go. Have
to
a
you.
guest, yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I like
You
it.
never know.
I
Maybe
like it.
Don might,
We
might
got
be a good guy.
Yeah,
He's got some work to do, but
he got away way to go. You got a ways to go, man.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, Ray.
And that was a really good one. Was Rey Mysterio Jr. He hasn't been called Junior since WCW. There was reasons why they changed it, but yeah, that was a good 6 feet under with the Undertaker and his wife, with his guest Rey Mysterio. That was really cool to see all the different stories, different things. And if you guys enjoy this afterwards, go hit those likes, comments below, and all your favorite stuff. What was your favorite match with Undertaker from anybody that he fought and won or lost? I don't think he lost in a very long time. I'm not counting you know who, because that was BS what they did to him with WrestleMania. I mean, I get it that he had to lose his streak, which is sad, but it happens. So, AJ, this was 6 feet under reaction to his recent video. It'll be linked down below in the description. Hopefully, I'll do more lives like this when something new comes out. Maybe we'll do a reaction to a movie. You won't see the movie, but you'll hear the movie. We'll see how that goes. I'm actually looking at one right now. It was, let's see if people can guess this. It was made in 1990. It's a horror movie. It's a part two of another of the same movie, but a part two of that movie. Let's see what you guys play or guess in the comments down below. And it's something to do with, without giving it away, because the name itself is pretty easy. Mark Hamill did it not too long ago. So that's the only clue. So see you guys in the theaters. See you guys in the next videos. I'm Triple A Rocky. I'm Triple A Movie Nerd. Hope you guys have a good time. I know I did. This was really cool to watch. We'll see you guys out in the theaters. And as always, movies rock no matter what. Yippee ki yay!